G'day guys, I'm Brian Maunder, creator of this book called Meditations in Sudoku, or Sudoku. I never know how to say the word, but it doesn't really matter. I've created this video as a how-to guide on how to do Sudokus because I get the feeling that many people are intimidated by the puzzle. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so here we are. We found a nice quiet place and we're opening up the book. My suggestion is to find a topic that you think you might like. Let's have a look. Triumphant. We'll go with triumphant for this one. And the first thing I do with meditations is, first of all, let's have a look at what we're trying to achieve. These are the different symbols. Instead of 1 to 9, we've got, and it says triumphant, obviously, but you've got two different types of T's here, okay, and different types of lettering. So triumphant, and then whenever I do one of these meditations, I usually quickly read through the scriptures and the prayer, and I'll keep looking at those as I'm doing the puzzle. Now the first thing I do when I look at a Sudoku puzzle is just gaze over them and just see which letters seem to be prominent, seems to be the most obvious letters, and for me it seems to be the H. So what I'm going to do for this particular one is I'm going to highlight the H's. Might colour in some of the stained glass window. With Sudoku puzzles, you've got to have every single symbol in a 3x3 square, a column and a row. So in this 3x3 square there's already a H. There's not one in this square, so there needs a H there. There's one in that square, there's one in that square, there's one in that square. There's no H in this square, and etc. Also, each row has to have, at least, it can only have one of the symbols. So we know, so each of the rows has a symbol, and each of the columns has a symbol, each of the rows has a symbol. So if there's a H in this 3x3 square and in that row, and there's a H in this 3x3 square and there's one in that row, there needs to be a H in this 3x3 square also in that row. But we can see that in this 3x3 square we can't have a H there because there's one there. We can't have a H in here because there's one here. So this one here has to be a H. Okay, let's look at some of the other letters. As I quickly scan this page, I can see quite a few M's. So let's have a look at those M's, and I'm going to colour them in. Let's colour in this purpley colour. There's quite a few M's in this one. And I'm going to colour in a little bit more. So, looking at this quickly, I can see that I've got one M there in that stained glass square. I've got one in this square. So there needs to be one in this square, but not in that column and not in that column. So it has to be here. I'm rushing for the sake of the video, but normally I would like to take my time and enjoy just doing the letters accurately. Now that I've got an M there and an M there, I can see that I'll also need an M in that square or that square, because in this 3x3 square there can't be an M in there, and there can't be an M in these two. So it has to be either there or there. But you can see that there's an M coming down here, so it has to be here. So I can see also that there needs to be an M in this 3x3 square, and it has to be either here or here. But we don't know for sure because there's no M here or here, so we'll leave that one for now. Also, there must be an M in this 3x3 square, but because there's an M going down here, an M and an M there, these are the only two places they can exist. But we don't know for sure, so we'll let that be. Looking again at the puzzle, scanning across, I can see quite a few of these large T's, and I can see quite a few P's. I can see quite a few. I'm going to go with the P's. Go with the P's. Everyone likes their P's. And I'm going to colour them in green. Here. Green peas. Everyone likes their green peas. Okay. I might do a little bit more colouring here. And whilst I'm doing that, I might think of the scriptures again. I've got one here. Now thanks be to God who always leads us in triumph in Christ. Okay, so we've got a P there, a P there. I can see straight away that there needs to be a P in either that one there or that one there in that 3-point square. So because there's a P there and a P there, it has to be there. This one's got a P there and a P there, and on this 3x3 square, there's only one space it can go, so that's where we're going to put it. You can see that colours actually can be really beneficial. Got one there, has to be a P in this 3x3 square. Okay, so we've got one, two. Well, what I'm looking at now are the rows. There's got to be one P in every row. So there's one there, one there. There has to be a P in this row somewhere. But it can't be here because it's in that 3x3 square. So it has to be either there or there. But because there's a P there, it has to be there. And if we've got all the symbols, there'll be 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So all the P's are done. And I colour in the cross at the top. So I know that that's done. And usually I'll say the prayer or read a verse once I've done an achievement like that. Okay, so looking at this now, I can see there's a few A's. I can see quite a few A's here, so I'm going to go with A's. Let's go these A's, colour that in. Hey, how's it going? Okay. Right. So I don't know how helpful this is. Okay. we've got an A in this 3x3, an A in this 3x3, so we need an A in that 3x3. Can't be in that square because there's A there. Can't be in that square, so it has to be here. Now, here's a slightly different technique. This particular 3x3 square has only got 2 spaces left, blank spaces. So what we're going to do is we're going to spell out triumphant and see what letters are missing. So we've got T, we haven't got an R. Okay, so there needs to be an R in this 3x3 square. And it can't be there because there's an R there, so the R has to be here. Won't worry about colouring that one in. And to finish off the word, so we T-R-I-U-M-P-H-A, we're missing the N, so this has to be an N. Okay, an N. Here we go again on here. This has only got 2 spaces here. So let's do the same technique. We'll go to T, R, we're going to spell triumphant along here. T, R, I, U, we need an M here or here. Because there's an M down there, it's going to be there. Okay, and we'll colour that in. Is that the same colour? I think it is. Okay. T, R, I, U, M, P, H, A, N, and last one will be the T there, in that shape of the cross. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video. Hopefully you found it informative and helpful, and that you'll be able to have confidence next time you face a Sudoku puzzle with symbols, and that you really find the experience enjoyable. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Cheers.